Do you
My
think?
phone is kind of temperamental on where.
Just her phone, not her.
No, just my
Not
phone.
anybody
it's
else.
temperamental on where it gets placed for service.
Yeah.
I'd put a light, but then we'd have it shining on us
True.
backwards. So, let us know if we're too dark. We could probably do some uplighting or something. So,
All right, Wade's here. Hi, Bob. Kelly just watched while napping. We had naps earlier. We laid down. I can't believe how tired I was today. We laid down. I don't know. I laid down at noon and slept for 2 hours.
I slept for probably about 30 minutes. But I went to sleep at like 7:30 last night. We've just been so exhausted.
So tired.
So I think I fell asleep about 7:30. Woke up about 10:30. And love the coffee bar. It looks good. We're fuzzy.
We are fuzzy. I was just thinking that.
That's rude.
Fuzzy wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy wasn't very fuzzy was he?
No. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. We've been trying to just do little things here and there, but we've just been super tired.
Trying to check off the honey-do list of all the little things, because as soon as the outhouse is done, we're moving on to the wind turbine.
Yay!
So I've been like researching and
so excited about
do with that. But tomorrow we are actually setting up the sawmill.
Yeah. We promise.
I think we got everything that we needed to purchase, other than a new blade for that.
Let's try that. Greetings, Michael.
Do you see this? This is how I get electricity upstairs.
That is the trick. Ooh, see if this works. It's right here. And see.
And light up our noses? No, that's not enough.
Apparently. Sorry, guys. My phone's stupid.
I don't think it killed the refrigerator, but we have to change out the helping us with that. So now that Dwayne's seen it, they picked up another one, and they're going to bring it over, and we're going to hook that up. But we sold Dwayne's refrigerator, refrigerators right here, and I love it. It's like right there. It's super cool. I think we're choppy.
I'm still buffering. Your issue with it and buffering good. Yeah, sorry guys.
Maybe we should go outside.
We could go try outside.
Let's say do it.
Let's do it. Okay,
Get ready to be on the move.
Earthquake.
And generator, close your ears.
Yep.
If you're noise sensitive.
Let's go for a walk. Woo! And get the turtle. It's a little chilly out here, but at least this way, hopefully, you guys will be able to have less buffering. There we go. Let's try that. We lost Heather. I hear she's coming. She probably just grabbed her tea. She was smart. She grabbed her coat. That's why.
Huh?
You grabbed your jacket.
Yeah.
I was like, we lost Heather.
Well, and I was prepping for a new cup of tea.
I said that too. I said, I bet she's getting some tea.
So I have to let it seep.
No, they're not new chairs. They're really old chairs. They're not our favorite chairs. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, they're the chairs that we don't like.
We don't like them at all. But hopefully you guys can see us a little bit better. Yeah, let us know if still a little blurry. I cleaned the camera lens before we started, Kelly, so it's not the camera lens. There.
It's pitching me forward.
100% better now.
Oh, look at that.
Now it's clear.
We got the sun on our faces.
Yep.
It's all good.
We're a little crooked because the ground is a little uneven.
Because that's how we roll.
Yeah. That's how we roll. Hi, Darlene Livings.
Hi, Darlene.
Hi, Colleen.
Oh, hi, Colleen and Virgil when you get there.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hi, Cora. Hi, Cora.
Cora.
A bunch of people
Mary.
hopped on.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, it's been just a little chilly. It's been raining off and on, little bits of sprinkling here and there. So that's why we decided to do it inside, because there was some pretty dark clouds out here
Yeah.
right before the live
Well,
started.
and it's not they said it was going to rain earlier, and then I think it's going farther west than us. It's not really hitting us, so it's like this big strip of black clouds west of us. But it just kept acting like it was gonna rain, and we opened up the little motorcycle trailer and vacuumed it out, like cleaned it and sprayed the Scotch Guard on it.
Yep.
And got it all ready. So
hopefully it'll go to its new home tomorrow.
yes, I'm actually really excited. She's a Texas girl.
That'll be exciting.
There's little bits of the barbecue bunny left. We have to figure out something to make with that.
Yeah, the bunny is good for probably about 2 meals, and then maybe some sort of like something small, soup or something, because
Yeah.
the back straps and then the legs
Yeah.
are where all the meat is, it looks like.
Yes. And then, it's like almost like a chicken wing for the front legs. It's like probably that amount of meat.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So, but like now it could be dropped into and make a soup. You could make, get your stock all in there and all of that going, which would be perfect for the weather we've been having. It's June. It's June
That's what I
20th,
was
and it was
saying.
like 43 degrees.
Darlene said it just finally warmed up to the high 70s where
Wow.
she is. Chasing Freedom Homestead, it's getting windy where they are. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Wade says it's doing the same thing off and on. Big storms where he is.
My onions, I just did the garden tour, so that'll come out on the other channel. Oh, you know what? I never made our video live, our chat live on, I don't think I did.
We're new.
Let me go look.
And sorry guys, I didn't get a video out yesterday. I had some problems with my computer. I literally sat for like over 5 hours trying to just get my videos to upload onto the computer. So I just didn't get time to edit or anything. So I'll get it out to you guys later this week or next Monday. But I appreciate you guys, prompting me. Those of you that sent me messages and said, "Hey, we missed your video," so I really appreciate that. Bob's got some garden project going on. I love that you're doing shorts now, Bob. That's awesome. For all of you guys that don't have channels, but just doing a short is really cool too, because then we can see your projects that you're doing. So that's really fun.
True. Oh, I need to go to.
Priscilla had the same issue. It's so frustrating when you have that computer thing. You're like, this is taking forever. Heather can like fully edit a video, and I'm still uploading videos,
Yeah.
uploading pictures and videos. So frustrating. Rain. Everybody's getting rain. Thanks, KJ.
Yeah, I totally did not make. Okay, so on Cuz We Can Farm to Table, we're doing on Tuesdays, which I don't do a video on Cuz We Can Farms. There'll be a video on Farm to Table, and on Thursdays there'll be a video on Farm to Table, and Saturdays. So I'm kind of bouncing them back and forth. It's a little hard to do because I don't make money on that channel yet, and so you're like, I want to put, but it's content goes on that. It goes with that channel, not with the building channel.
And we have some really fun discussions on that channel.
Yeah. So
Not like fun.
So after you get done watching this, I'm gonna make this video live. Go over there and watch that.
Not fun like they're a lot funny and such, but it's very eye-opening, I should say.
Yeah. So I just made it public. Supposed to go out
Kelly, we
today.
are having the same problem. The weather's making her sore and tired.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is, the weather.
Because we've been just exhausted lately.
Yeah, I mean, and we always stop in the afternoon, and I always take a nap. Like, that's like, I always do that. But it's usually like 1 hour, and I get in there, I lay down, I'm out, and I wake up automatically in 1 hour, and I'm like well rested, and I can go and go and go. Today, all I wanted to do is sleep. It's like not good.
And I'm not usually a napper, but when I do nap, usually it's a couple hours. I'm trying not to do that, but not Windows, Wade. I'm on Apple. I'm on a Mac, so.
Priscilla said I had a video on my Android. I usually use my iPhone, but getting a 36-minute video to OneDrive because it wouldn't upload to Dropbox.
So frustrating.
What system did they were saying the other guys that use iPhone? They used iMovie. Was it to edit? Because then you don't have to do that.
No, because there's a couple people in our group that were saying that they use, well, like the same people Chasing Freedom Homestead use, but they don't have to do all the things converting that I have to do. What was that the name of your guys' editing process? I can't remember. Hi, CNC Farm.
Oh, hi, CNC Farms.
Yeah, see, Colleen's tired too. She doesn't usually take naps.
See, there's something.
Yeah.
It's probably all these gray, cloudy days, and like our bodies are like. But I'm taking my vitamin D.
Ooh, Mary's got 12 brandywine plants and 4 lemon drop
What?
tomatoes.
Nice.
That apple may have a rotten core. Wade, that's what I did. I was working on cleaning out stuff, putting a whole bunch on my external hard drive, and seeing if I could maybe in the future speed up the process. So we'll see what happens.
Barometric pressure changes. Everything is in bloom here, tree-wise, so allergies may be an issue too. I don't have real environmental allergies. I have some food allergies, and I would say they were intolerances, not really allergies. I'm not even allergic to poison ivy or poison oak or any of that kind of stuff. I have a really funny story. So when we moved to Texas from Arizona, we bought this place. It was in the woods. It was like big, huge oak trees. It was east of Dallas, so more eastern Texas. And we had all these vines on the trees. And so it was summertime. And so I started raking all the old dead leaves and pulling all these vines off of the trees and burning them. And my parents came home and the front yard was like so beautiful, and they were standing out there, and the next day they both had internal and external poison ivy and poison oak, and I didn't get anything. My son's not allergic to it either, so anytime someone's got it, we always volunteer to go pull it for them and get it out of there because it doesn't bother us. Quick, talk about Kimmy while she's gone. You go ahead, Bob. I don't want to get in trouble. So, the blooming of things, I don't really get that. I honestly, I really want to do like a food detox thing, but we were talking about it that when you do those, like when you it really pulls you down and you can get like flu systems. We just don't have time for that. So I get in trouble daily. Heather everywhere. I believe that, Bob.
We ain't got no time for that.
Oh, Colleen's chicken named Heather was on a timeout for a couple days because she was picking on Kimmy and a couple of other chickens.
That's hysterical. That is so funny. What'd I miss? I was cold.
Oh, hi, Carla Thompson from Gaston, Oregon.
Hello, Carla.
Carla, are you new? Because I don't really recognize your name, but if you're new, hi, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I'm trying to not take over the chat because it's not on my channel.
Bob blocked me, apparently. Says.
That's because he's scared because he said, let's talk about Kimmy while she's gone. And I was like, I don't want to get in trouble.
I had to go get a coat. I was a little chilly. And I thought I had a spare one in the truck, but apparently I don't. So
That's funny.
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's a new one to me too, that name.
Carla.
Yeah.
Carla, do you have a farm? Or are you wanting to go out into a farm? Or
DaVinci Resolve, that's what Chasing Freedom Homestead uses, and they don't have a convert.
that's right. Yeah.
And I think that was the same one, the other channel. That
Oh, Carla's
was
been a silent fan.
well, we appreciate you, regardless whether
Heck
you're
yeah.
silent or not. We appreciate the support.
Thanks for popping in.
But we love hearing from
We
people.
really
so
do.
where are you? You said Oregon?
Yeah, Oregon.
Ooh. That's our neighbor. You're our neighbor. Oregon's not too far from us.
Yeah, southwest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Southwest, underneath Washington.
Yep.
I think Chloe got a chipmunk the other day in the RV.
There's a funny story to that too. Obviously, I'm not as aware of my surroundings as I used to be, and I went in and I started cooking something, and you know, y'all know how small RVs are. Well, the bathroom's right next to the kitchen,
Yeah.
and I went and cooked something, and I come in, and present the food or whatever, and then Heather goes to get something, and she's like, "There's like a murder scene in here. Like, what happened?" And I'm like, "I didn't even see it."
Like all over the floor.
Yeah.
I am really excited about getting the RV pulled off, though. Like that's being able to pull that off and get it all cleaned up and get it sold. That's going to be a big game changer for us here.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that I'm looking forward to that I think will be big game changers. Getting back on that barn, getting the wind turbine up.
Yeah.
All of those things are going to be
Getting the electricity figured out so that we have, because I know you guys can hear the generator in the background, and we're running it to charge the batteries in the RV and the Blue Eddy, which that has been a big game changer for us.
Yeah, it has.
Isn't that funny, Colleen? You don't realize how loud chickens are. That's why I keep saying rabbits are so quiet. They don't give you eggs though. So yeah, getting that the solar and the wind turbine set up so that
Yeah.
we're not having to run the generator as much is going to be super nice.
I'm having.
Why are you spinning?
I don't know.
I have 3 bars.
That's why I
It
was
looks
like,
really clear.
and it's weird because it's the same kind of phone as yours. It's not my phone. It's not my iPhone.
Oh yeah.
It's so weird.
Let's see. Carla said that they bought a fixer-upper on 2.5 acres a year ago, still trying to figure out exactly what we were doing. Girl, I totally get you. I totally get you.
We're still trying to figure it out too.
I mean, the one thing that I've definitely learned is to have a plan, but be willing to change the plan. And it always surprises me when people are like, but you said you were going to do da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, yeah, but I've lived with it for a half a second, and I've realized that wasn't a good idea. Now I'm doing something different.
Or finances, you got to figure
Yes.
out something else because your finances aren't where you thought they would be, and
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of recycling and reusing, and you got to get really MacGyverish,
Yeah.
get really crafty. Like something Heather was making the other day, I was like, man, like I would have never thought of like making something like that. So
What was it?
the things. For
Oh,
the,
the harnesses
the
for
sheep.
the sheep.
Yeah.
Oh, mine says retry. The chicken's egg song can be pretty loud. Yes, it is. They are
Very
proud
loud.
of themselves.
And the funniest thing about that is I thought that's just a girl, a chicken egg sound. But Richard does it too. He makes that same sound. I'm like, what are you doing?
yeah,
So
that's why I want to get quail for eggs, because they have a ton of minerals in them and all that kind of stuff, but they're also very, very quiet. And I have come to find that I don't like animals screaming at me. For the last 30 years, I've had animals screaming at me. I mean, I had geese for a while, and they really chase you and yell at you. They're so loud.
You had peacocks too, and they were loud.
Peacocks are loud, yeah.
So the funniest thing is it seems like right when we're getting ready to film and we start to film and she starts talking, then Richard starts his little song.
Yeah, he runs over and starts crowing. And he'll do it like 15 times in a row. So I'm like...
We had Matt and Brenda over and they were doing the roof and she's like, well, introduce your channel. And then all of a sudden Richard's like, and we're like, seriously, this is ridiculous.
You gotta just go for it. Go with it. Go with the flow.
How's the first cabinet going?
We are still working on getting the walls done. We had to do that first. Finish the wall, getting the walls up, and then the cabinets. So we'll probably finish getting the wallboard up back there in that corner tonight, and then tomorrow morning we're setting up the sawmill.
Yeah.
So we're doing it.
Super excited about that.
So we're getting that set up, and then so tomorrow afternoon we'll probably come in and work on the cabinet. I think that's how a lot of the videos are going to be going from now on my channel. So we're on Kimmy's channel. We're supposed to be talking about her stuff.
Well, you know, we got both channels on, so we can talk about all of it.
But we'll be from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. out on the sawmill because that's the coolest part of the day. And then we'll just be milling, and I think we'll probably be trying to put up what we mill as we're milling it.
So mill in the morning and then in the evening.
Except for, so we have those really long ones for the roof that are 19 feet long. And I was kind of thinking of setting up the roof rafters first because they're those super long ones. And then we can set them up and stack them, and they can work on kind of drying a little bit. It is older logs, so the logs have been sitting for a couple of years. And then there's so much wind up there that when I was talking to one of the kilns, saw the lumber places that have a kiln that you can pay to send your log. He's like, I know where you live. You don't need a kiln. You have wind. It's like, you have wind. It's just good. It'll dry faster up there than it will up here. So I think we might, once we get through the logs that are in the lineup right now, then we'll be, I think I'm going to have Victor move those super long ones so we can start setting up those.
That's what I'm super excited about. We went over there the other day to try to set it up and then something happened. But the cool thing is all of the logs are in the perfect lineup right now. So
yeah,
we don't have to, like last year, we fought for 2 hours trying to get this log in the right lineup so that we could get it on the mill.
Yeah.
And 2 hours of just like hard work and then nothing was accomplished.
Yeah, then we got nothing done. So I think hi
Bradley.
Hi Bradley. I think being able to mill and being able to put it up, that's kind of how I'm seeing other people with mills doing it. They don't really mill everything and have it sit. They mill it and put it up. So
Linda Lawson, you're funny, girl. I thought about that, but I didn't say it. And I'm not going to say it. To answer your question.
Southern Roots Alaska
KJ,
branch. Hi.
No news on the bees. We did talk to Randy and Darla, who has my swarm trap up in their tree at their house, and they've been checking on it. So if we can catch a wild swarm, then we'll get back on the bee thing. But for right now, we're so busy that it's really, you know.
Everybody sold out. Like,
yeah.
We just didn't have anybody here that sold out, that had any more available.
Yeah. So for now, it's, you know, God will send them to me when it's time. And
I think we're definitely going to, or at least I want to set up for quite a few more hives next year because we're really expanding the garden.
Yep. And so I do have some more lure that I'm going to throw in that when we go over to their house next. So that's the plan.
Colleen says, Virgil likes, like me, to hop in with him in the hot tub in the morning. But between all the wild birds making noises and the chickens, it's way too noisy for me to join in without my first cup of coffee. I love the birds, and like I want to strangle my dogs because they've just gotten really, really vocal here. There's a squirrel that runs and teases them right at the fence line, and then Richard goes over there and teases them at the fence line. And so they're
Hi,
barking,
Debbie.
and I just want to sit here and drink my coffee and listen to the birds. And I'm like, stop barking. What did you use for a bee lure?
That's whatever came with that box. It was something special that they used. I also have lemongrass in the essential oil, but I'm just using the lure that they actually sent with it. It's been in the freezer this whole time. Something you need to keep refrigerated. Southern Roots, Alaska. It's been a little chilly.
It has.
It's unseasonably chilly. It's been in the 40s.
Actually, this
so-
is normal for this area.
okay.
That's what
Somebody was
I
saying.
think Kelly was saying that this is actually how it's supposed to be here, which is why nobody puts their gardens in till June,
Ah.
because it has been known to snow here in June.
I know it was snowing in McCall or
And-
something like that.
Yeah, but then our normal summer temperatures are like in the 80s. We're not supposed to get into the high 90s or the hundreds for a long period of a time. It's like maybe a few days of that, and then you're back into the 80s.
Everybody's sending Kelly their list, their grocery list, it looks like.
Oh yeah.
Are the local pollinating plants flowering yet? We have lots of wildflowers, so I would say yes.
Hi, Debbie Andrews. Did we say hi to her?
I did,
Okay.
but you were talking so.
We don't listen to each other when we sit here. We just talk.
Hi, Juanita from Pocatello. Well, you
Hi,
were talking.
Juanita.
I tried to be mild about it. Hi, Debbie.
Colleen said it snowed here last June. Did it?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. It didn't snow here, but she is up higher than us.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
We're doing good, girl. We're doing good. How
How-
close is Kellogg?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a cereal.
That is a cereal.
I have no idea.
KJ, I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning, so fired up the computer and worked. I had a bird land on my window and sing for like 30 minutes. That's
Aw.
amazing. I get
a
so
great
excited.
morning.
We have random hummingbirds zoom by, and I don't feed the hummingbirds. I always have everywhere I've been, and I would love to feed them because I love them, but right now we're not. So I get so excited whenever they show up. We used to have, I don't know if you guys can see it, but in that tree, last year was a honeysuckle vine that's not blooming yet this year.
We actually found 2 of them on the property right here in this area. It
And
was
I
really
love
cool.
honeysuckle.
There's another one right over, kind of close to the outhouse.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh, hi, Anna.
hi
She
Anna.
said you two look more amazingly beautiful in your picture on the live. I actually stole that off of our Pure Living for Life video.
That's awesome.
But thank you. We had showered that day and had gone to church.
Yeah.
So we did look pretty.
Yeah, we looked pretty. Deer Haven Off-Grid Homestead saw about 4 people being killed. What, Bob? You have a captive audience right now with Scarlett. She heard you guys and came running in.
Hi, Scarlett.
Scarlett's like the biggest TV watching dog. Justin watches a lot of TV if I have it going. I have great footage of a hummingbird investigating my security camera. That's cool. The blue
Aw.
light attracted her. She zoomed up, stopped, cocked her head this way and then that, and then zoomed up.
Aw.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that.
Oh, and I'm sorry you're feeling yucky.
Colleen said Kellogg is south of us.
1.5 hours away.
That's not bad. What's going on in Kellogg?
Apparently some people were killed there
Oh no.
over the weekend.
Well, that's terrible. That is terrible.
That is terrible. Why you gotta tell us bad news
Yeah.
on a live?
Way to
I-
bring.
we,
Read the room, Bob.
we bring people here with our humor, Bob. Do you want us to be all somber and sad?
The submergible submarine with 5 people. I did hear about that, Heather, that it's just gone missing.
Oh, that's sad. Why y'all gotta tell us all these sad things?
I did see that.
Okay, who's gonna tell us about the puppy that was hit by the truck?
Well, I'm going to go get my tea because I think it's seeped long enough. I'll be right back. Ouch, ouch.
She's gonna go get tea. I will entertain you now. Hello, Vicky. I'm so happy to see you. And happy birthday to your daughter. That's so cool. Everybody's talking about sad things, so of course I'm trying to change the subject onto something. Any news on Ladies for Donald? Not at the time. No, unfortunately, no. So we had wavered back and forth about getting these baby ducks from the store, and then when we went back, they were all gone. So we were like, okay, I think that's somebody telling us it's not time. You don't need to get it for him quite yet. So the funniest thing, though, him and Richard, they just hang out together. And earlier, Donald was napping. He had both his feet tucked into his body. He had his beak turned sideways and like under his arm, and Richard was just standing there like watching, like standing guard, making sure nobody messed with Donald. It was really cute. They're very sweet together to each other. But ducks, I don't know if all ducks are like this, but Donald, he walks, when we had the girls, he would walk each and every one of the girls and take them on a little walk and then take them back to their nest where they had eggs. And it was the sweetest thing, and he would do it with each of the ducks. It was so sweet. Egg rolls, that sounds amazing. And Bob's doing pork butt. So we're all talking about food now. That's awesome. And Colleen's making chicken broccoli curry. Come on over. That does sound delicious. I'm going to Bob's. Me too, Anna. Let's all go to Bob's. Bob, open your house. You're gonna have a bunch of people coming over. It is, isn't it, Kelly? We always talk about food. It's what we do. It's so funny. Heather's back. Shh.
Girl, people have been talking about me for years. I don't even care anymore.
Bob says, I can smoke a goat for you when you're ready. Why's it got to be goat? You just said
I've already
pork
smoked
butt.
goat for her.
You just said pork butt. I was all about the pork butt. Vicky's having ice cream for dinner.
I'm going to Vicky's house.
KJ had homemade beef stew for the crock pot. I'm going to KJ's house.
Good too.
Kimmy, I already read that one. Mary had a bacon cheeseburger.
That's what we're having.
Anna's doing a pork butt in the smoker when her mom's here next week.
Carol, 250-pound hog this weekend.
Wow. That is awesome.
Ooh, good job, Heather. Lost another 12 pounds.
Ah, that's fantastic.
That is fantastic.
What are you doing different? Is it a change in diet or just more activity? What's the change? Change in meds?
8-pound pork butt going in, I'm assuming, smoker oven on Thursday.
So what's so special about Thursday that you're doing this? Is this like a belated birthday thing?
My grandbabies take off on Thursday, go to other grandma's house.
Other grandma's house. They're so cute. Today they came over for just a really short amount of time, and they wanted to feed the bunnies. And so they were pulling up the wild lettuce and throwing it in there, and then Heather and I had to run an errand, and we come back, and one of the mamas is out, so they did not shut the door.
Yeah, she's a little escape artist.
And she's the one that just had babies.
And this is what happened last time. So she had babies and then got out, and we couldn't catch her. And so she didn't get to feed the babies. So, and then she just didn't go back. She just ignored that litter.
Yeah, so we were really happy that we were able to catch her, because she's a hard one to catch. That's fantastic, Kelly. I'm so happy for you. You look great.
Yeah.
You can totally tell when you see you.
Yep, exactly. KJ said, I have to go to Dayton on Thursday for a business thing at Wright Patterson's. Want to stop by Der Dutchman, authentic Amish cooking minus the lard on the way back.
I'm so jealous. Oh, good job, Heather. I figured Ozempic does that a lot, so great job.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
that's what
Yep.
Kelly's on for diabetes.
Yep. And she's been losing a lot of weight. Fantastic.
Wade has an aunt coming in July, and everyone's coming up. So I got 2 pork shoulders for some pulled pork, and some ribs, and pig bombs. So we all eat good. Yum.
Nice.
That
So,
sounds super yummy.
Wade, when are you coming to visit Idaho? And what are you bringing with you? Woo! Sounds delicious.
Flip that around. 60 pounds in the last year. Dang, Kelly. Nice.
That's amazing.
That's good.
Found it. No.
Super good. We found it together.
Uh,
The sun is like right in my eyeballs now.
it is, but look at our light is great.
Look at that. We look amazing. We're all lit up.
That's so
Pig
funny.
bombs equals describe, please. Bob said.
So we were gonna make, we being Heather, was gonna make chicken nuggets out of the rabbit.
Rabbit nuggets.
Rabbit nuggets, but we decided we can't call it rabbit nuggets because then people would just think that was like the
Testicles.
rabbits. Yeah. that part of the
But
rabbit.
also, we don't want the children to know that they're eating rabbit yet until they like it. Once they like it, then we can tell them.
Yeah, unlike what my dad did to me and said, "Hey, this is rabbit. It's the Easter bunny because it was Easter," and then I was just devastated. So,
It's like I killed the Easter bunny.
hey, Summer Volps is on.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Drew.
Hi, Drew.
Drew's got some fancy new pictures out.
KJ said that we need to wear our celebrity sunglasses.
Our celebrity.
Haven't gotten those yet. Actually, yeah, we haven't gotten those yet. Because we were telling them about it on the members live.
Yeah. Did we get more than one pair?
I haven't even replied to them yet.
Oh.
I got excited
It
about
would
the
be really
milking
cool. 'Cause
machine.
I would like to have one pair too.
Well, good, Heather. I'm glad that's going to work for you.
These are safety glasses. They were in my pocket and I didn't want to like smash them. So I just put them on my head instead. They work great as a headband until your head starts sweating and then,
Yeah. And now Tiffany made it. Hey, girl.
Hey girl.
Okay, who's doing what for 4th of July? They just started putting up. I decided that we should have for a side job, we should sell fireworks. So when Victor was little, he wanted to have a fireworks stand. And so we went to Walmart parking lot and they had the big tent up. And I'm like, we should do this.
That would be fun.
Dun, dun. Maybe next year.
Let's do it. Well, it's a little chilly here. I can't tell you what temp it is right now, but I keep getting cold being out here.
Colleen said, I was so mad at my mom when I figured out she told me the roast I had was lamb and not beef. I thought lamb was so cute and I didn't want to eat lamb. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right, Tiffany girl. We took long naps today too. That's why I have crazy hair.
What's on a Tuesday? So I'm going to sleep.
I have no idea. I want to use is 4th of July on Tuesday? Is that what it is? Okay, yeah.
I see. Every day is the same to me anymore.
Yeah, just
Except for Sunday.
all
It's church.
blends together. And Thursdays, because Thursday we go to Bible study.
But we've forgotten that a couple
We
times.
have forgotten that a couple of times. This is terrible.
Yeah, 4th of July. Okay.
There's Karen.
Well,
We named this little chipmunk Karen because she stands here and talks to us. And like sometimes she yells. This one doesn't yell at us. The one over by the sawmill gets mad when you start up the sawmill. It's just like,
she's got a nest of babies over there that are trying to
Well,
sleep.
maybe not anymore because Victor burned that pile.
The roots, all the roots.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
one of the piles that got cleared up.
Take Mom and Carlos.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Is Carlos just a good friend of yours, Anna, or is he a relative? I don't remember. I don't know enough about that.
I think he's a friend and he bought her house in Vegas.
Oh. You're making a racket and she's trying to sleep.
Oh, yeah, she gets mad.
I found something, Heather, you need to ask soccer to sponsor you on that you would be able to use with the boys.
Who said that? Oh, Kelly?
Yeah. Ex-boyfriend who's still my bestie.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice when it
That is nice.
turns into that.
Speaking of, well, never mind. Forgot what day it is. Never mind.
There's a helicopter.
Yeah, Colleen was up at our place for the 4th last year. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
This year, we probably should have more because we've had so much rain that people are going to set them off because it's wet everywhere. Hi, Richard.
Richard, you want to come sit on our laps? You know, there's a table right here you could perch on while we
you
have our
could
live.
participate in the live. He's like, let me sharpen my beak. Susie, hi. Made it. Just got home from Little People Time. Aww. Those bunnies behind us are fun. Look at them go. I love colony raising. The only thing about it that's bad about it is you don't get all the manure. It's not, you don't really get to collect all the manure up. But during the winter time, they're not going to be in a colony. They're going to be in.
Oh, they're loving on each other, these two. The black one and the gray one. So cute.
So yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna set up the little pins for them and in place compost where I want the compost to be. So.
Anna's mom keeps trying to get her to marry Carlos. Aww. That's cute.
How is plant identification and education coming along?
Good. I think we're learning stuff all the time. Both Heather and I, we find things and read things and watch things. And I just did a video on mullein, so that will be coming out soonish.
I'm ready to have the kitchen
Exciting.
going so we can actually start preparing these and making the tinctures and stuff.
Look at these. Big old mullein leaves. Do you know you can use these for diaper rash? Just stick them in
She
your
came
pants.
up and asked me, he's like, do you need something for diaper rash? I'm like, I don't have a
Stick
diaper.
those in your pants.
We
You can
could-
put them in your shoes
we
for
can make-
moccasins.
We can make Jasper do that since he pottied in his pants the other day.
Who has feet this big? That's what I want to know. But they're good for insoles for your shoes. They don't last
Susie,
long.
what's up with the sweatshirts? Girl, it's cold here.
It's
it was
freezing.
it was like 43 when we woke up, and I think it's only gotten, well, maybe it's gotten a little bit higher up, but what's that?
The flowers.
Oh. But it's been in like the 50s all day. Did you-
I've been cold all day. She did a fire earlier, so
Yeah, there's a fire going inside.
that's why we were trying to do the live inside, but then the phones were being stupid.
Mary, why'd you get your message retracted? It didn't actually rain. I think maybe we got a few sprinkles and then it quit and it didn't actually rain.
It was not me that retracted it.
Wasn't me. I didn't do it.
We're not signed in on here, so I can't do it.
Susie said finally wore shorts today. So if you have a diaper rash, you need to wash clothes more often and shower more frequently.
If you have a diaper rash, then you need to see a urologist. 'Cause you shouldn't be wearing a diaper.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So true. Who else is just like wanting to just enjoy the weather and not do any work? Like, I am so there right now. It's so funny. But I've got so much to do, and I know that when it gets hot, I'm going to be like, man, I wish we would have worked a lot harder whenever it was nice and cool and we weren't dying in the heat.
Yeah.
You did, Anna. That was hilarious.
That's funny. No, nobody loves working, Kelly. I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong. There might be some people that love their jobs. I liked my jobs a lot until probably COVID came around.
Yeah. I've always enjoyed working on my farm and puttering around and doing. But now I'm older and I have pain. Don't like it.
I liked my job. It's just sometimes people can get, people just can be mean sometimes, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's coming out. I think we're losing the art of interacting with each other because of the shutdowns.
Yeah.
And so I think it's even worse. It's really funny because we'll be checking out somewhere and we always engage who are the cashier, and like we joke and we play and whatever, and just try to leave them in a better space than when we got there. And they all are just like, people are so mean. You guys are so nice. Like, he's just wasting away that kitchen, huh, Anna?
Oh, that's sad.
We've had the wood stove going the last 2 nights. Yeah, we have too. Well, actually, maybe the last 3.
Heather and I were talking about, that's the one thing, the stove is the one thing that we like really miss and need.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard because we're doing all of our cooking in either the RV on the stove, but it's small and it's cramped, or the grill outside. So
yeah. Which normally for me in the summertime, I grill everything. It's like all grilling all the time. I don't even want to work in the kitchen. And I definitely want to set up a canning station because I want to start doing some small batch canning. Like, we'll once a week go to the farmer's market and literally buy things to can to start
I'm
preserving.
excited for that.
Yeah.
I think we should do a collaboration on that.
On those? Okay.
Because I've never canned before.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So you can teach me.
We got Karen and we got a little black rabbit over there.
She could teach me. We could do a collaboration. We could do a Cause We Can Farms.
Yeah.
We
And
can
I've never
collab.
canned meat, but I definitely want to can some rabbit. I want to go fishing and can some fish. So we need to go get our fishing license so that we can go find some husbands that have boats. We only need one husband that has a boat.
We do only need one husband that has a boat. But it would be,
and be able to go
they
out
got to be friends
and go
too.
fishing. Yeah.
Be buddies.
The guys are easy though. They'll be friends with each other if we tell them they're going to be friends with each other.
I love fishing, so
Yeah.
hopefully my husband does too. Because
Yeah.
that's the thing. If not, I'll be like, I'm going out fishing, babe. You got whatever. Do whatever you're doing.
Susie said, people should practice like you do. I love opening doors, complimenting people, and seeing smiles. I ask people in the grocery store what they are cooking, etc. I totally do the same thing. And the last couple of times, I'm getting really disappointed in people because I had my hands full coming out of the post office.
Again.
2 boxes, and 2 guys like backed up and waited for me to push the door open to come out. And they were on the other side. Like, they could have pulled the door open. Normally we get, someone always opens the door. So it always shocks me around here when someone doesn't. And it's like super blatant and loud. And I was just like, don't worry guys, I got it.
KJ, how come that does not surprise me? She's a geospatial analyst.
No.
Bonus if anyone knows what that is.
I have no idea.
That's a freaking smart person.
Well, that we knew. We already knew that. We knew KJ was super smart.
Yeah. I do the same thing, Kelly says. You're also a geospatial analyst?
That's funny.
Rock stars. We're all rock stars.
But yeah, so getting this kitchen in is just going to make a big difference. We've got to I don't know, I'm not sure if we told them, but we've definitely made the decision that we're pulling out the stove that we bought earlier. Because,
So if you want a stove, hit us up.
yeah,
We're selling it.
yeah, we need to get that posted online and get that sold. because it's a convection oven and it needs a 240 plug or a 220 plug. And so we just need something smaller that has the propane stove. Propane everything.
I'm getting better at the grocery store talks because of Heather and, you know, and being around people like Colleen.
Yeah.
They just talk to people. And Brenda, they just
Brenda,
talk to people. I've always been one of those that I don't know if it's just shy. I don't know if I'm an introvert. I know that I'm an introvert, but it's just hard for me to go up to a stranger and just have a conversation.
So I was dating this guy from New Jersey right after I got out of the service, and we were in the grocery store, and so we pull up, and I'm standing at the front of my cart, and there's a lady standing at her cart, and we get to talking. And we're literally like, oh, what are you making with that? Like, I've never had that. We're like looking in each other's carts. We're like what, talking about recipes, talking about things, and and he's just standing there, like, doesn't say a word. And we get out in the car. He goes, "Did you know her?" And I'm like, "No, we're just in line together." And he's like, "You know that entire woman's life story?" Like, I'm like, people just tell me things. Like,
they do. They totally do. It is crazy. They just come up to her and start, and I'm like, "What? This is like the Twilight Zone. I don't even know what's happening."
we will be standing
She
in
must
line.
have this face.
I have the face.
I must
but-
have the face of "Don't talk to me." I try not to. But
It's because I laugh, and then people are like, "Oh, she's
fun.
fun."
She's so fun.
My braid is pulling my hair.
Bob says sweet talking men in Home Depot is. I don't sweet talk men in Home Depot.
I do. I flirt with everybody. That's funny.
She's got her ass hair going on. like
It's like craziness.
like
Uh,
ooh, this.
Don't make it weird, Kimmy.
Hi.
Oh my word! That's hilarious.
Don't make it weird.
I had like one little strand in my braid that was like pulling, and I'm like, I can't get it to stop. No, I talk to everybody in Home Depot. I'm like, but that one guy, he needed a poke in the eyeball.
Anna says, I've been told I'm flirting with
Same.
men when I'm just being nice.
Same, exactly. And then you're like, wait, what?
Susie says, make it weird, please.
KJ, I feel the need for Aquanet.
So, funny thing is we bought this bathroom spray that I love. I think it's great. And she thinks it smells like hairspray.
Hairspray. I'm like,
and
I
she
can't.
bought this bathroom spray that I think smells like old lady. I can't stand it. And it's funny that we both have our own bathroom
Yeah,
sprays.
usually. But see, when it's upstairs, you don't really smell it downstairs. But the one in the downstairs, you can smell all over the place. And I'm like, it's like hairspray. It's
That's
like
why I try not,
Aquanet in
I
here.
try not to spray it too much, but man, it's just funny. It's just funny.
Anna, Heather, and Kimmy, next time I'm there, 80s themed live. Let's
Oh,
do it. So,
yeah.
okay, so hi, Sandy. My high school, one of my friends from high school messaged me. She's like, "Are you coming to the reunion?" I was like, "When is it?" And she's like, "This weekend." And I'm like,
No?
no, I'd love to, but no, because I'm in Idaho." And she's like, "Oh, dang it." So we got to talking, and then they posted yearbook pictures and were like, "Hey, if you know anybody in these pictures, tag them so that we can get people to come to the class reunion." It was 31 years. Last year, 1990 is when I graduated. So, and then they put these yearbook pictures. I was like, I should be like in here somewhere, and I be found like nowhere.
Maybe they put the wrong year up.
I think there might have been like different pages. Yeah, it could have
Yeah.
been different. But there was one girl that I know I graduated with in one of the pages. So I think they might have gotten pages mixed up because I'm like, my name should be right here. And I am in the yearbook. I have the yearbook. So we were totally cracking up.
Susie says, I feel the same way about lavender. It smells like soap to me.
Love it. I love lavender.
Same girl.
I do like lavender baths. I put lavender stuff in my pillow. I spray my bed with it. Like it's like I love it.
KJ says, this is why you need 2 stalls in that house for the competing scent. No. It's all good.
Let's see. Way too many drunks and addicts yeah. You know what? Okay, the thing that really cracks me up is so my farm in Texas, when I came back from out of the service and came back and got my farm and stuff, I never saw anybody that I went to high school with. I move and then find people on Facebook, and we literally lived around each other. And I'm like, I was there from 97 to 2008 and never ran into anybody that I knew in my little group that I hung out with until I moved.
Was it a small town?
Yeah.
Oh,
Greenville, Texas.
that's a small town.
It's a small town, yeah.
Your idea of small and mine are different.
I mean, now it's probably closer to, it's definitely grown since when I was there. But so, I mean, there are specific people. Okay, there's this one guy that I had a huge crush on.
That man.
That I absolutely want to see. There's that guy who I was smitten with.
What did you play? The cello?
I did not play band. I did not do bands. My stepsister did bands. I did not do band.
KJ, I've never been to a reunion. I was always overseas. Vicky moved away from Louisiana right after graduating and then moved from Oklahoma after graduating college. So never went to a reunion. I did go to one reunion. It was right after, I think it was our 20-year reunion, and it was right like after I separated from my husband. And so it was the first thing I went to as a single woman, and it was very intimidating. It was not very fun at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I'd be in there like,
It was super intimidating.
you know, I'd come in those doors like the Kool-Aid man. Hello, everybody.
Well, I was married for 20 years, and so it was
True.
like it was a hard thing. But I did do this kind of funny thing. So I worked urology for 20 years, right? So they had said something, write something about yourself that nobody knows, and then put it in the thingy. And I said that I shave men's body parts for a living, and threw it in the thing. And they're like, "Who? Who is it?" And I was like, "Me." And of course, I'm not like, I've never been like this super outgoing kind of girl, and they all just were cracking up about that. So, anyways, there was that story.
That's hilarious. Ohio State University never has reunions to my knowledge. When I attended, the population of the campus was 40,000. Wow! Hard to have class reunions for thousands. So my graduating class was like 385. It was the big town in the area. Like there were classes that had 11 in their graduating class.
Yeah.
Robert, Kimmy, I shave men's body parts for the same. What?
It was pretty funny. But wait, what? You know, you have to prep for like stuff, procedures and such.
Dun, 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 dun. Yep.
I don't know why.
So apparently this weekend they're having a reunion, and I'm not gonna get to go. I did tell my friend Tracy to put me on, like Skype me in. Skype me in, walk around with me. I'll totally talk to you.
That would be fun.
And then, so we graduated, and I left. Like, I peaced out. I was like, phew. I was a manicurist. I worked in a salon in Dallas for a year, and then I left and went into the military. So, like, graduation day was pretty much the last day I saw anybody. And it's kind of a thing that I do, apparently. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm out, and I go, and I just like don't even.
I like look around. Where did Heather go? She's already in the car, and I'm like, I guess we're leaving.
And we'll roll up to somewhere, and I've got my door open, seatbelt off. I'm ready,
and
to
I'm
go.
still like, it's still in
It's just
drive.
like we're still rolling.
It's funny because
Good night, Robert.
her grandson did that today, and he's like, "Peace out, I'm leaving," and I'm like, "You better go say bye to your grandma." So he takes after her.
Yeah, he totally does. Yeah, it's Bob's bedtime.
It's 1 minute past. Goodness gracious, sir. I can't even call him young man anymore.
No.
Okay, old man.
For high school, I think
night,
we had
Bob.
270 or something like that. I only kept in contact with Nick's regularly, though. I have to say, though, if I would have gotten in contact with those ladies when I was there, I probably would not have left Texas. So I felt so isolated in Texas, and I just really, I had a few friends,
Susie.
but I had like clients because I was training dogs, and so, you know, you got to keep those relationships in a space, and it's not like friends that, you know, knew you, that you skipped school with and you were doing bad stuff.
You skipped school.
Oh, girl, I had like the most
Oh my gosh.
absentees
had
in my entire school. Like when
I had a perfect attendance.
pretty sure that's what I had was like, I know they actually made it a rule that you had to have a certain amount of attendance because of how many days.
I had perfect attendance until I got scarlet fever, and they forced me to stay home for a week.
And my mom's
And I was
answer
mad.
to was it, is she failing her classes? No, she has A's and like 2 B's. And she's like, well, then I guess she doesn't need to be there.
That's funny. Hi, Virgil.
Hi, Virgil.
I listened while making paint. Good evening. Peace out. I love it, Virgil. That's awesome.
Susie was not popular. So I was friends with everybody. It didn't matter. Like I didn't fit in any. I was a drama student, so I did a lot of theater stuff. So I had theater friends, and you know, and the Future Farmers of America, the FFA, that was a big thing there. So I had a lot of friends that did that, and I didn't participate in a lot of groups because my mom was like, if you want to do the senior class trip to Europe, then I'll pay for the trip, but I can't pay for anything else. So you can't do any other programs unless you pay for them. And then you have to save your money for spending on my class trip. So I didn't do any extracurricular activities with anybody, any groups, because I was working and saving money for my class trip that I went on.
I would have done it if I had an opportunity for.
Yeah,
class
and
trip.
5 of us girls went from the school, and we spent 16 days over in Europe and just traveled around. It was great. We were
Totally
like
would've done that.
17.
That would have
That
been
was my
amazing.
very first completely blackout drinking
KJ.
thing that I had.
KJ, I was a library aide and in JROTC nerd. Susie said, I was bullied because of my red hair. I was in an FFA and we were made fun of too. Oh.
That's sad. I'll tell you what, FFA, those guys had a lot of fun. They did a lot of stuff. There was a lot of bull riding where we were at, so the guys would do a lot of bull riding, and
And then Susie said your mom was not wrong and she was wise.
yeah, she was like, well, you know, if she's making good grades, she doesn't need to be there. I was like, score. And then, so we had this huge paper due, my friend and I, and we had put it off. We procrastinated to the very end, and it was like, it was due on Monday, and so we skipped school on Friday, got all of the stuff together, read it to read, wrote the paper, had it, and then submitted it. that we went to school to that class and submitted those papers, and the school called my mom, and she's like, she calls me and she goes, are you skipping school? And I was like, yeah. She's like, you need to tell me these things because then when they call, at least I can say something. And I was like, yeah, we're doing our paper. We're like hanging out at the library. We're getting this thing done. She was like, all right.
Mary said she was in the principal's office more than class. Voted most funny in her class.
Same. So my counselor actually got a name plaque with my name on it. I was in his office so much. I had a really creepy math teacher that would always have the girls go up and do things on the board. And I called him out on it. And I was like, I said, well, I'll tell you how to do it from back here. And he's like, no, you need to come up to the board. And I said, no, I actually don't. I know where the principal's office is. I walked out. And I was like, he's creepy. None of the boys go up there.
Vicky said her dad was a professor, so she kept a low profile and only
Yeah.
2 friends. I kept a low profile. I don't think people really knew who I was either. I was pretty quiet.
Anna and I, we were the same. Class clowns, smarty pants. And then I did, like, every summer I did summer school. And so by my senior year, I only had to take English to meet, to get all of my credits. And then I was done. So I basically went to 0 period from 7 to 8. And then I had the rest of the day free. So I went to work. And I worked in a jewelry store. That's what I did.
I just always surrounded myself with people who were funny. So all my friends were funny. My husband was funny. Like, I just had to be around people that were funny. I could be quiet, but I could also enjoy the banter. So
Yep. Dun dun. Wade, you gotta quit harassing Anna. She's not available.
he said it was a typo,
Oh, okay.
but he didn't mean it that way. This is not the place.
All 3 of my grandsons decided to graduate from Sandpoint Alternative High School. Worked great for them. So Victor, because he was homeschooled, so when he decided that he wanted to go to public school for high school, he went to an alternative school, and it was an at-your-own-pace school. And he got so annoyed because he's like, people are wasting time. Like, why are they in this even here if they're not going to do the work? He was so annoyed. And he did his whole freshman year and half of his sophomore year during the school year of his freshman year. He was like, so yeah, it was pretty funny because he did the same thing in the Navy where he was like, what is wrong with people? Like, get in here and get to work. Don't, like, get in here and goof off. Like, they spend too much time goofing off and trying to get out of work than actually doing the work.
It's funny.
He possibly was in my womb when I was in the military and got that from there. But no, I've always worked really hard. That's what's so weird about right now, where I'm just like, oh, I just want to enjoy. I want to hang out and enjoy. But there's so many things that we've got to get done.
Hi, Jewish redneck prepper.
Ooh,
Welcome.
hi, welcome.
Susie said that her dad was a head janitor and he had a better retirement package than most of the kids' parents. So
Yeah.
even though they looked down on her, he actually was way better off.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
How did I miss the prepper guy? I don't even see him. Am I on the I'm on Top Chat? That's why.
It's on the bottom.
That's why.
Anna, Jewish in her eyes.
Jewish redneck prepper. Meet Anna.
Me, Jewish redneck
Meet our
prepper.
Jewish redneck prepper.
Where are you located, Jewish redneck prepper? So funny.
That is hilarious.
Well, it's past that time.
I know.
Do you guys have any other questions? You want to keep going or are we done? If you're done, we're done. Bob already got off.
Yeah, Bob left.
Bob was like, I'm out of here.
Since our redneck prepper is so late, what kind of stuff you got to share with us?
Well, I'm still waiting to find out where they're from.
KJ said, I made friends with our janitor and got a free computer out of it. This was 1989, so not everyone had one. School tossed old ones, and he got me one. That's amazing. My mom had, we were one of the first people to have a computer in our house. Like, that was a big deal. Friends would come over and be like, ooh, look, you got one in your house. And I was in, so I was in like with the secretary's class. You learn to type and do all that kind of stuff. And so we were talking in there, and I was like, yeah, my mom just got a computer for the house. And the teacher was like, what? I was like, yeah, I don't get to use it, but
She is older than
she
me.
has one.
We had a computer when I was in high school, but I really didn't get to use it. I think it was my last 2 years at high school we had one. So 89
Yeah.
or 90, 91.
I don't think I ever used my mom's. And then we went to Hawaii, and so, you know, we were in the military before cell phones, and there is a definite
Yeah.
like bonus to that because there is no footage of our shenanigans.
But
But we watch these people and they've got all these cool photos, and I'm trying to do a new intro that shows photos of us. We don't have hardly any photos of ourselves in the service, and it's like, dang it.
It's like, yeah, I took pictures of other people. I didn't really have a whole lot of me.
Yeah, exactly. I
Susie-
changed plans.
Susie came and saw us, Anna, last time she came to church. So
Susie's gonna come up here and have some rabbit. She's never had rabbit. We're gonna cook it for her. This is a live chat for this channel, not a dating site. Thanks, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Are you going to see them? That's awesome. Yes, she's coming up here and she's gonna have rabbit. I'm gonna make her some rabbit.
Come in the middle of July instead of August. Sounds great.
I still use the typewriter to type papers until 1995. I find it easier to just sit down and write. Never did outlines or anything. Very rarely did drafts. Wow. So I am terrible at that. That is like one of the worst things that I have to do. But I learned the secret when my Aunt Connie, you have a low battery.
I know.
It's going to kick us off. When my Aunt Connie got her teaching certificate, and she was saying sentences, and then you write a paragraph on those 5 sentences, and you can have a long paper, and you know, the longer you want it, the more you have. And that was like such a game changer. And I'm like, why did they not actually teach this in school? Because it's huge. It's huge. And when my son was going to that alternative school, I kind of started tutoring some of the other kids. And there was a young boy who was in like 5th, and he kept getting in trouble. And the teacher was like, could you like help him with this paper? And I was like, absolutely. Because I used to hang out. The school's like an hour from Victor's house, so I just kind of hung out and helped out with stuff and did things like that. But so we sat down and we wrote I showed him this, how to do it, and then she just was like, this is she didn't even know how to do it that way, but that makes it super easy. We need to have you guys over one day and let you cook rabbit for us, Heather. That'd be fun.
Now we're on the
Well, actually, Kelly, you guys are coming over next week, right? To help with the refrigerator on the RV.
Susie, we go to a different church now, so hopefully you'll come to that church with us.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's a few of the same people that used to go to the other one. I don't have a computer. I didn't have a computer until I was an adult. Yeah, so we didn't have any of that kind of stuff in Hawaii, and then when I was in the service at all.
No, we had pagers.
We had pagers.
But no computers,
and
cell phones.
Yeah, and so when cell phones kind
Richard,
of became a thing.
we're trying to talk.
I did a whole group thing and had like 5 of them on my plan and gave them to all my family members so that we could all like stay in touch and stuff.
We had the pagers, and they would page us from the base.
Yeah.
They would say, you need to get back to the base. So you had to have a pager anytime you left.
Yeah.
No rabbit for me. Can't eat a piece of meat that actually looks like a live animal, except for fish. I can handle that. That used to be me.
Yeah.
That was so me.
What if it's picked off the bone?
What if it's you're not told what it is and you just eat it?
Yeah, like that. What we had at the finished product, like if it didn't show up off the grill.
I can't do fish with the head on either.
No, I can't either. It's gross.
Maybe. It was actually really delicious.
It was really
so
good.
I think you would have liked it.
My first internet was in 2004 in Japan. Fiber for $20 a month. I've never gotten such good service since, nor that speed. Yeah, so I started dog training, and I bred German Shepherds, and I got a personal computer then, and did my own website and was doing all that kind of stuff. That's whenever I got really big into searching blogs. That's when blogs were really big. And so I was obsessively searching blogs on how to homestead and raise your own stuff and do your own food. And I can't remember when that was. That would have been in...
Colleen, we wouldn't lie to you. We just wouldn't tell you what it is until you were done eating it.
Yeah. No, we totally wouldn't lie to you.
Right, because I worry the fish wasn't clean, Vicky says.
Yeah.
I love sushi, personally.
I like sushi. Of course, I can't eat any of the super spicy stuff. But the rabbit was kind of spicy, and I didn't have a problem with it. So that was interesting.
And it was awesome. It was like chicken boom boom sauce.
Yeah, chicka boom boom.
Chicka boom boom sauce.
what it's
And
called.
it reminded me of Cajun seasonings.
Yes.
It's like a dry rub. And it was so, it really did.
And I really put a lot on. So I put a whole lot on. Some parts of it didn't have a lot. That happened to be what I got.
Yeah, and so the part that was really spicy was like, I just loved it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so good.
You guys, I'm so excited because Darla, our goat, is supposed to give birth right around Saturday, the 20. She's due on the 25th, so that's Sunday. So, and I just had got a sponsor for Goat Milker, the milking machine. So I'm really excited about that. But her bag is starting to fill out, and she's like really starting to fill out, and she's over here playing with Junie.
Colleen says she'll just bring her own food, but she's so for
Colleen, we wouldn't do that to
we
you.
wouldn't trick you, I promise. Susie says she watched Sean cook frog legs on Dutch.
Oh, really?
We jumped on a random live. I don't remember the channel.
We do that a lot. We'll
Yeah,
just
it's
jump
a
on
lot of fun. And they were talking about bullfrog legs and how he said it's even better than lobster. It's better than crawdads. It's better
Yeah.
than crab. So he said it was his favorite thing, bullfrog legs. So now I'm kind of interested and intrigued,
Yeah,
which is
I
a
have to
big thing for me
yeah.
because coming from city life.
Anna said she's not a fan of frog legs. She's had them.
Oh, that's interesting. Because coming from city life, I was always afraid to try any of this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to try. And now I'm like, I want to try it. I'm interested to see what it tastes like.
I would definitely try. We do have a restaurant that has like alligator and all kinds of stuff. It's down, I think that's considered Spirit Lake.
I was just reading earlier today on Facebook about what cougar tastes like. And apparently it is like delicious.
That's what I heard too.
I've heard it is delicious.
We have one that wanders around here.
Try it. It's not gross. It's just weird. I've had it 3 times and never been good.
Alligator is good, and it is when I was traveling cross country. Problem with the milking machines, you have to sterilize them morning, night after milking. I love milking by hand, only udder my hands and bucket. I've always milked by hand. I really, really enjoy it, but I do have to say that I'm getting to where my hands hurt. So I don't want to get hand cramps and stuff like that and then try to have to work all day long. So, and next year we'll actually be milking the sheep and the goats. And so we should have 3 goats in milk and 2 sheep in milk next year. And so I know that there's no way I could milk all of them.
KJ, you do hear beeping or squeaking. It is a bird, actually.
Yeah, it's a bird.
It is not the charger.
Yeah.
It's some bird back here that's making a
Yeah.
whole bunch of noise.
We get one that does that.
There's a cool small zoo in CDA.
I have arthritis and I know, yeah. So I know when I was milking, I guess it wasn't last year, but the year before when Chiba was here, my hands had started getting crampy. I'm hoping, I want to do a detox diet. I want to do the inflammation diet and get everything out. Keto does really well as far as getting rid of inflammation. So we actually had our freezer go down. It didn't go down. It works, but it only works with the generator running. So things thawed in there, and we lost quite a bit of meat. So we're having to clean that out and take that to the dump, which is a real big bummer. So we're gonna have to be in the either process and eat it, or go buy it and only get enough, unless we're canning it or whatever. I was thinking about going to Costco and picking up some larger amounts and do some canning stuff so that we have some canned stuff. But once we can get the wind turbine up and the refrigerator in, and hopefully where the freezer can be plugged in and stay plugged in and keep things frozen.
KJ says that is utterly tragic.
Right?
Cows are easier because teats are smaller. Anna says, I was scooping dog poop and Guy had cramps.
Oh no. Well, you got big dogs. Well, the udders are actually on cows are larger than goats. The goats are have very small.
Tiffany's calling Bob out. He just left, but he's uploading videos.
Ah, get him, Tiff.
Yeah, Tiff.
That's Richard's second cousin, that squeaky bird, right? That's where he gets it
It's
from.
either that or that's Karen's neighbor.
Oh, Colleen says we have space in the shop for your freezer. You know that. We really may take you up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually completely forgot that you had offered that. Completely forgot about it. Yeah, because we lost some stuff. And so I know that once...
sad about the brats.
Yeah, we lost brats. We're not happy about that.
Yeah.
Our goats had longer and fatter teeth. So... Darla definitely does. She has a great milking bag. Junie she's a miniature Nubian cross, so she has smaller ones. And Sissy's never been bred, so hers have not come out, but they will once she's her first time she's milked. She is a breed that they usually get a nice good size, so they're easy to milk. Junie is the one that I think would be the hardest. And then sheep don't have big ones, so they're harder to milk. So that's why I'm really excited about that. So
I did try on Junie for half a second, but we didn't get it on video or anything. We're gonna.
Yeah. Well, I need to build the milk stand. I need to get that done, and you know, it's definitely there is a learning curve to it, and if you have one that doesn't want to stand still and you're trying to learn, that makes it really hard. Sheba was a dream to milk. She's Carrie's goat, and that they were up here, and she was an absolute dream to milk.
And she just kidded, so she's got a couple more babies.
Hi, Darla. How many got in there?
We got 27 on still. That's awesome.
We need to name the sheep, you guys. Throw out. We have 2 girls and 1 boy. And I really like, Kelly threw out the friends' names. Monica, Phoebe, and Rachel. But I was like, one's a boy. So we could have Joey. Joey, Monica, and Phoebe.
Darlene Living said, nothing here for 5 minutes.
Chandler.
I don't know what that means. Nothing here for about 5 minutes.
What's going on? You having bad
Kelly
service?
says it's like watching a dubbed Japanese movie with you guys right now. The voice is not syncing.
Oh no, that's terrible.
That's the best. We will talk with big mouths like this, so it will make it even better. If our cows had teats like goats, long and fat, they didn't do well in confirmation class.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Refreshed, Darlene said, now I have you. So she was frozen too. Oh, that's crazy. Phoebe was the only one that sang Smelly Cat.
Smelly Cat.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to be able to be milking a goat again. That's going to get our dairy. We do need to cool that down very quickly, so the faster we can get a bigger fridge in here, the better. But man, that Blue Eddy has been 24/7, and I mean it was. So when we shut down for the day, we make sure that the Blue Eddy's at like 100%, and it's only like
Nancy.
It's only like at what 60, 70 in the morning %. Like it doesn't use a lot charging it, so that's really cool.
I guess that Jewish pepper never stayed.
He didn't. We scared him.
Apparently. When are you starting the barn? Susie wants to know.
So we are getting the sawmill, setting it up, getting it leveled, getting all the things done on it tomorrow morning. And then we're going to, as soon as we can, we're going to start milling. So there was supposed to be a place in Spokane to pick up blades, but there's not. So, or my friend never got back to me, or he didn't think that they actually made them. So I'm looking for somewhere local that I can get blades that aren't as expensive, because the Wood-Mizer ones are. And so we're hoping really soon.
KJ wants to know, going propane, electric, or dual fuel for the fridge?
So the fridge is going to be electric, but it's going to be an energy efficient one because of money. The propane fridges are very, very expensive. And, you know, as much as I'd love to have one of the things about doing the wind turbine up here is we always have wind. There's always a breeze with the wind. It's pretty rare when we don't have wind up here. So, especially at night, like we always have a kind of a nice, I don't see the trees moving right now, so we may not have any, but no, right over here, there's a breeze. It doesn't take a lot to get this turbine to start spinning. And so I think we're definitely gonna have enough power to run it. And especially because the Bluetti, with having the Bluetti, we could get the Bluetti charged during the day and plug the refrigerator into it at night, and I think we would be good.
So there's apparently some big talk going on. Change of subject, the sheep names.
Oh, okay.
So we have Jack, Chrissy, and Janet. 3 people are saying from Three's Company.
Yes, I love that.
And then another one just got thrown out, Wacko, Yakko, and Dot.
I would never be able to say those. Like, I would be like, I don't even know. I love the Three's Companies.
Yep.
Does any other YouTubers have Three's
Jack,
Companies?
Chrissy, and Janet.
Jack, Chrissy. So,
Mo, Curly, and Larry for the sheep. Third girl,
we have
two
girls. 2 girls, 1 boy.
Susie says, my family had propane fridge and freezer up there off grid for over 25 years. Propane would be awesome.
Propane would be awesome. And I think when we move into having multiple freezers or fridges, then I will probably try to get the propane ones. They're just really expensive.
KJ changed her vote. She now wants to do Wacko, Yakko, and Dot too. and everybody's like, I like Mary's. Mo, Curly, and Larry.
Mo, Curly. But they're girls.
It's funny because I actually thought about those guys too. But I was like, yeah, they're girls. So there was one.
Yeah, Anna, that's true about what happened to Stuart. But theirs was an older fridge, but also that is very scary. We will eventually, in the shop barn, there will be, I want to have a really nice milk room that also has like some freezers in there, and maybe a processing area where we could process indoors. You know, just kind of a space for that. And so I would have those out there. I actually would not feel really comfortable having it in the house just because of that can happen. And you know, that is very scary.
Susie says, I love my Pecron solar generator. And then she said, can you sharpen yourself? I'm not sure what that's in reference to.
What does that mean?
And Anna said, maybe I scared off the Jewish prepper. I just wanted to make a fellow Jew friend. Mo, short for Moriah.
Oh, Maureen. Mo can be short for Marine. Curly could be too. Habitat. We went to Habitat for Humanity the other day and they had nothing. No fridges, no stoves. We went in there.
No cute
stove,
dog.
nothing.
We were really
the dog wasn't
sad.
even there. Yeah. Mo for Maria. Maria.
Mo for Monia.
Monica Curly.
Monia Curly.
That's funny. I really do like the Three's Company.
Jack, Chrissy, and Janet.
Jack, Chrissy, and Janet. I actually used to watch Three's Company. It was one of my favorite shows. I can't believe I didn't even think of that.
Sharpen blades on the chainsaw.
On the chainsaw or on the mill? I can do the chainsaw. It's the ones on the mill that I have to send off. I don't have the blade sharpener. I am going to get one because blades are about $25-$30 a piece if you get the really good ones. And you can sharpen them quite a few times. But if you're mailing them back to Wood Miser to be sharpened and then them being sent back, I think they were saying it's like a 10-week thing. So you would need to have enough blades for the season, send them all back, have them sharpened for the next season. So.
And Darla and Randy have a blade sharpener, but it's only for specific blades.
It's for they have a Norwood. They have a Norwood. So Norwood takes a total different blade
and their
than Wood
teeth
Miser.
are a lot further apart. So
yeah. 10 weeks is a no-go. I mean, that's, unless you ordered enough for, you know, that you could send, you start the season with some and you have a whole nother set and then you just send the first ones off. But I would say, you know, getting enough for the whole season and then sending them at the end of the season, you know, if I didn't end up buying my own. But I definitely would like to buy my own sharpener. I'm not really sure how much it is, but I think it would definitely be worth the purchase, because if you don't have a sharp blade, that's when your blade starts diving or getting wavy and all of those things, as you need to change out.
The next name suggestion is peanut butter jelly and bread. And then Anna said, well, maybe we don't think of names when we're hungry.
Yeah.
So we got to try Kelly's jam or jelly
so
jam,
good.
whatever
Yeah.
it is. It was really good.
Yeah, it was super good.
It was Randy that talked about sharpener.
Yeah.
Yep.
By cutting out precisely. Bob has missed about 1/3 of the live so far by cutting out precisely at 2100. Right? He's so funny.
You guys give him such a hard time, please.
It's hilarious.
Dude,
We
give
love
him
it.
a hard time.
We love it.
Go over to his channel and on his short say stuff about, like, I don't know, give him a hard time.
That's so funny.
I'll be releasing that video this weekend.
Yeah, that was good. It was super yummy. And I forgot to set my alarm to go out and see the flowers all lit up that she brought over here.
And I was asleep by 7:30, so it was still light outside, so I did not get a picture for you.
We are getting yelled at. Do you hear the sheep? Because it's feeding time.
Looks like the Woodmeister sharpener is about $950.
Yeah. And then having it shipped or going and getting it, however that ends up working out.
Yeah, they are kind of saying it's time.
I think that you know, that once the shop is up, I call it a barn, you guys, but it's more like a shop, and it's gonna have probably some of the animal feed will be in there, but mostly it's gonna be a big shop. But once that's up, then I will be looking at getting things like that, because then it can be put in there. So
We should feed the animals. I think they want to go along.
to feed the animals, but we don't get good service over there. But we I don't know, we might get. Okay, we're gonna take you with us to feed the animals. If we black out, then
The live is over.
live's over. I hope you had a good evening.
Let's do it.
Because I want
It'll be
to
fun.
feed Darla by hand.
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing lately, is feeding everybody by hand. Okay, let's see if I can walk now that I have rigor mortis.
Oops. Okay. I just lost my charger.
Are you going? Come on, Darla.
I can't see your questions, so don't ask them.
Yeah, you can't ask any questions. Here's our rope we had the sheep hooked up on. Come on. Goaty, 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 goats. Goaty, 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 goats. Oh, there's a bunny in here. You probably can't see in here at all.
You can see Heather's backside.
My butt?
was
Thanks,
rude.
that was great.
You're welcome.
Do you want to feed him in here or out there? Can you see in here? Goaty, 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 goats. They're like, we can't.
Here, I'll go around the corner.
The wire's still hooked.
I'll go around the corner and I'll... Yeah, they're all freaked out because there's the hot wire still attached to the fence, so I'll fix it so that they'll come through. Hi, guys. Oh, never mind. You're going to just go under the wire.
Oh, you just missed Judy. She's like licking the air. Hey, you big meanie. There she is. Darla gets her turn. Look at these two.
That's so funny.
Oh, you just flung it everywhere. That's why we have mice, Junie. Settle down, girl.
Yeah, girl.
We have to do this because Bud is mean. He's been being mean to June. Hey, look, stop being mean. Darla's like, I have babies in there. Give me some food. Hold on, Junie. It's hard being the short girl, isn't it? Come on, I got some for you. Come back up here.
Alita says you're doing great on the outhouse. Love you. Thank you,
Aw,
Alita.
thanks. Bud.
KJ, well, if you black out, have a good night and be safe. Otherwise, it'll be neat to see. Mary, Anna, you're my inspiration. Anna, I want to hold a baby sheep. Anna, Mary Ditto in every way. I'm even accident prone like you.
Bud, stop. Oh, right in her belly. This is why Bud's going to the freezer, because he's being mean. He's just being a big meanie.
Big old meanie.
Junie,
Oh,
you're a little
my
chubby
arm.
girl. You look pregnant and you're not. Get him, Junie. Get him. Get him. Yeah, this is pretty much why we have mice out here.
Yeah.
But they were being mean to Darla. Darla couldn't get any grain. Bud. So you gotta, this way she gets her little bit of grain.
Yeah. Sweet girl.
Good.
Danielle made it. Hi,
Hi,
Danielle. Anna, you two are so pretty. Just in case no one's told you today.
Aw, thanks.
Aw, thank you, girl. Appreciate it.
Bud. Dad, you big jerk. Come here.
Bud's a big jerk, but he is so cute. Though, look at that
He's
face.
such a jerk. A big old jerky jerk.
I still will have a hard time. I think it's his
gosh.
time to go.
Bud! Man, he's like a pregnant one. He's getting the pregnant girl. Sorry, honeys. Okay. Let's go see sheep.
All right, so now, whoops, I'm going to cover you guys. Now we're going to head out to the sheepers so you guys get to see them and all their ban. Yeah, this is where we lost service when we tried to do the live while she was sheep herding. So hopefully you guys can see it.
Uh-oh. There's a bunny in here.
Bad bunny.
Bunny. 'Cause this is open. They're like, oh, Kim is scary.
It's that phone.
Oh, you're getting it in your hair.
Ouch.
These two that go on the ground, they're not super smart.
Danielle's asking for prayers.
Okay.
I missed why.
It's for her oldest daughter.
We can extended live tonight. I have to take you with me to put the chickens up. Weathered goat meat is yummy. No bugs though. Tastes weird.
He's been neutered, so it's no problem.
Colleen, we have a hot weather now around the run. Our neighbor lost 4 chickens in the last 3 weeks from 2 bears breaking into the coop.
There we go.
Bunny identifies as a sheep. I love farm tours. I love tours. I think I lost you guys for a half a second. I don't see it. We're trying to find a bunny.
I don't want to lock it in. I don't think it can get out anymore.
I don't see one back here. Oh, here it is. Found it. Naughty bunny.
Got out. It can get out over there, underneath, which means it can get in underneath.
Dang. Drats. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
Heading over to the sheep to get more snacks.
She's hooking that up, so we're gonna head over to the bunnies and give them some food, some nibbles. Look at all those. They come running. They're like, oh, it's feeding time. Yeah. They're super excited. What you guys think? Is anyone still on? Susie Richard on the Barbie when I come. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to call it for the night.
Good night.
Thank you for coming along with us.
Bye.
Bye.